Shit. Niggas with attitude.
Yo, 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 yo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Allahu Akbar. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Hey, top of the morning, man. Top of the AM, man. We are here, man. We're blessed, man. Another Monday, another week ahead of us, man. A lot of extraordinary work ahead of us, man. And we got planned. A lot of great content we got planned for you guys. Hey, look, man. Y'all already know what to do, man. Kicking up this energy, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your favorite host, man. Bunny Hunter BJ, man. CEO Nino Cappucino. The brand, man. Riding shotgun. We always keep them shotguns in the trunk with us, man, because you never know, man. Uncle Spliff DTV in the building, man. HTX Current News. Watch Satellite News, man. Hey, we at it this morning, man. We got some great stories for you guys. A few good, great topics, and we know a lot of our commentary stories and topics. You know, we touch bases on politics. Lately, we've been down in the hoods. We've been down deep in the trenches of the hoods. You know, and deep in the trenches of the suburbs. Don't get it twisted. So we've been in both eras. You know what I mean, in that aspect. And it's been a lot of senseless killings going on, robberies, home invasions, you know, you name it, man, globally. So this particular story, I want to do a coverage on it because it really touched me, you know, from a veteran's perspective and, you know, being a river from them streets. This particular story touched me. I'll soon have his name again pop up on screen for me. But I want to touch on this story because this kid is what you call heroic. This is what you call horrific. This is what you call having heart. This is what you call giving God your real heart and your soul and belief to the point where you could have killed yourself in the process of trying to really thoroughly save not one, not two, not three, but 4 lives. 3 young girls, young ladies, and an officer, man. Inside I'm talking about one of the dirtiest, coldest lakes, waters that exist in our time of life, man, the Mississippi River. I've rode this bridge on 3 different occasions coming in Mississippi and out of Mississippi, going to and forth from the south, and out of Texas and to and forth into Mississippi or going to Alabama, Memphis, etc., right? But I've rode this particular bridge 3 different times by myself. It's time I rode that bridge. And damn it, I don't know, for some reason, my damn luck and timing, I rode that bridge up and it was dark, nighttime. And
not at nighttime.
Shit, and we know if you're from the South, Texas, by way, especially Mississippi, Alabama, all up and down that terrain, and you cross that Mississippi River and you cross that bridge, then you already know what I'm talking about. Hey, OG know exactly right. He know what he's talking about. We don't got no lights on our bridge. We ain't got no luxury lights and all that shit, and the whole bridge is lit all up from front to back. And the water, you can't even see it.
Man, what you doing driving at nighttime anyway? Especially over there.
On the mission, man. I'm on my missions. I'm on my Mississippi MISSIPPR missions, man. You feel me? But hey, man, that water is like dangerous, man. That Mississippi River ain't no damn joke, man. You don't know what's down up in that some bitch, man. And so each time that I rode the bridge, I always strategize my plan on the what if. You feel me?
Yeah.
So the way I would drive, I would give myself room so the other car, and at that time, it ain't no X amount of a bunch of traffic. Thank God for that, because that would be the worst to have a bunch of traffic on that bridge. So it ain't like you got help. Somebody's going to come out of nowhere and just be able to help you at that particular time and moment. You subject might have a car 2 miles behind you. You feel me? So it's like, it's just a dangerous bridge to me, man, to drive and travel at night. And so this particular story we covering today was a kid, man, a teen kid down there, man, who saved lives for real, man. He jumped, he dived over, and again, when he jumped, he had to jump at least every bit of, I'm just gonna give an estimate. Hopefully the news would tell us the proximity of the feet that he jumped, actually had to jump from to jump in. He jumped at least about, from that bridge, over 50 feet. We talking about two light poles. So a light pole is over bit of 50 to 75 feet. So imagine jumping that high out of the air into some dirty water and you don't even know what's down there. You're just going to try to save somebody. You acting on impulse and you're a teenager. So that's where we at with it today. Where we at? We in Mississippi.
We in Mississippi. And just to reiterate what Cap was talking about, he's a 16-year-old boy, man. 16 years old, man.
16, man.
16. So that tells a lot about this young man's character to be driving down the road at 2:30. Most teenagers 2:30 in the morning, they ain't thinking about saving no lives.
So it was 2:30 a.m. in the morning, and he's 16. He's 16 years old, and he's driving.
Yeah.
What 16-year-old kid in these eras? A1, they driving in their right state of mind. They had to be high as hell, feel me? And they definitely got no business high as hell driving on that bridge. So here's this kid, 16 years old, and he's rolling. But in the right frame of mind, he's not high, he's not intoxicated. You ask me that this is a future Marine, man, a future Ranger, some special op type of guy.
Coast Guard.
Yeah, you feel me? Because what other reason and other way how he can act on impulse like that, man? You feel me? So yeah, we just jumped on these jets, man, and landed these jets down here in Mississippi, man. You know what I mean? The Nino Cappucino jet, man. You feel me? That Spliff DTV jet, man. Hey, man, I'm kind of jealous, man. That nigga want to put some add-ons on his jet, man. After I went and bought this nigga a jet, he didn't want to put some extended add-ons to his jet, y'all. But it's all good, man, because it's all love and family over here, man. Let's roll up.
Let's roll.
An incredible story. A Mississippi teenager being hailed a hero after saving 4 people, including a police officer, from drowning in the Pascagoula River last weekend. It happened after a car with 3 teenage girls inside drove off the I-10 boat launch, plunging into the water. 16-year-old Corian Evans saw the car begin to sink and quickly jumped into action. One of the survivors talked about this terrifying ordeal that nearly took her life.
I knew my last breath was coming, and so I just let my phone down, and then I was just like this, like trying to stay calm and stay over water. When I tell you, right before my last time going underwater, that was gonna be my last time going underwater. Corian had grabbed me.
And I was right there looking at it, so I couldn't just watch nobody die. Even when I seen the police officer, I couldn't just sit there and watch nobody die.
And Corian is joining me now. Oh my gosh, Corian.
What's his name? Let's get his name.
Cornell.
Corian Evans, man. Corian Evans.
Hey,
man.
shout out to young Corian Evans, man, down there in my SSI man.
Hey, man, let's drop a bomb for Corian Evans, man.
Yes, sir. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's truly beautiful, man. That's truly beautiful, man. One more again for him. One more again for the hero, man. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Hey, this is what you call heroic. This is what you call a real, true hero right here. 16 years old, you guys. 16. Acted on impulse. You see how calm he was on camera, how he talks. Oh, no. I just couldn't see it. I couldn't see nobody die, man. I just couldn't see nobody die, man. So I just dove in. I did what I had to do, man. I just couldn't see nobody die. You can see his energy and his spirit. It's already embedded in him, man. This dude is going to be something real special, bro. Something real special, I'm telling you. On that level, like I just named, a special Marine, a Ranger, a Coast Guard, like you said, he's going to be something where a fireman, he's going to be something where he's going to do just what he just did. He tested himself already at 16. Oh, yeah, I can do this. This is what this is going to be my career, saving lives. I'm going to go where others can't go to save lives. Hey, man, shout out to Cornell, man. You's a hero, youngin'. You a straight hero in my book, for sure, young 16-year-old. And these are the type of things that, see, Nobody ain't covering this story what me and Unc just did, what R.O.E and Spliff TV just did. Ain't no other YouTubers, other medias, commentators, urbans covering this story right now. This story's supposed to be all over the damn airway right now. And how long it's been? A few days, a couple of months on this story, Unc, I believe.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you
10 months, 7 months.
Man, this story, man, it been over a year.
See what I'm saying? And this is why when I do my research, I dip and I grab these kind of stories because I know nobody talked about this. We didn't know about this little kid supposed to have been a hero. Man, this supposed to be on every news channel. He's supposed to be doing interviews today from last year up to now on all type of different platforms expressing how he did this. How did a 16-year-old, hey man, we got to make contact to him. Matter of fact, we're gonna reach out. We need to be the one to do the interview. We reach out to him. We need to get in contact with young Cornell, man. We need to find out mentally and spiritually, how was you that calm, man? Rolling in your car and you just jumped out at 2:30. This is night. You wasn't in no plunge daytime, little man. Young man, it's 2:30 a.m. in Mississippi. The moon is the only light you really got down there when you're in the South. When you really gonna see when that moon sink, you can look up in the sky and it's so clear, it's so beautiful, you can see the moon. So that's your only light amongst the river. Because that's when I strategize driving across that river, that's how I say, oh, if this bridge was a cave, I'm heading straight for the light where them little houses is right there on the hills that you can see, which is probably 3, 4, 5 mile swim. But damn it, that's my chances. But you don't know what's in the water.
You definitely, hey, that water murky.
Boy, you feel what I'm saying? You don't know what kind of fish coming up out that bitch, man. You don't know if it's going to be a mermaid monster. Hey, man, I done seen them drag some shit up out that Mississippi River, man. Recently, watching videos. So it's like, man, they drove that out of the Mississippi River? Oh, see, nigga won't be falling up in there no time soon, man. So yeah, man, this kid is a prime example of a 16-year-old becoming a hero. Was that the rest of the road tape on there, or do we got some more B-roll on there?
No, we got some more. I think they asked him what made him actually jump in the water at nighttime. Let's see what he say.
Ariane, how incredible that you were there in the right place at the right time to help these girls to save their life and the life of a police officer. What happened? Take me there.
Yeah, it was a crazy night. It was after a party, and we usually have a place that we go, but that had got shut down. So we were like, we're just gonna go under the bridge because it's like a boat launch. It's room for parking, so we could just go out there and have a good time. So it was getting late. We were getting ready to leave, and so I got in my car and I was getting ready to pull off, and I seen another car pull off behind me, and I seen them drive in a direction towards the water. And I'm like, but the street is towards that way. Why are they going towards the water? So I'm watching them, and going into the water is like a ramp going down into it. And so I'm watching them, and as I'm watching the car, I see the car drive straight down the ramp. And I'm like, I'm a little confused. I'm like, I know they're gonna I'm thinking they're about to get ready to come back up or reverse back up.
Pause.
People run over there.
Okay, so he didn't actually have to jump off that bridge. Because that was questionable to me, because when you jump off that bridge, that's the impact hitting that water from that high
that's a
velocity.
long drop. That's a long drop.
And if you're not a swimmer already and know how to swim and don't know how to dive, you're not a diver, then you can jump and break your legs. Yeah. You can jump. As soon as you hit the water, your legs fold on you. So it's a certain way. When you jump, your body is attuned here. Everything is tucked in. And your legs are hella straight. And you want to land here like this in the water. Some niggas that jump and thinking, oh, wow, you've been to broke your body up, man. You feel me? And frantic. So,
but not taking nothing away from what he did, though.
No. I'm just explaining now that we actually see in B-roll tape that, this is the way he was able to do it and sustain it so fast, because I was just wondering, how did he get in that water like that? And then from that high velocity of being in the air like that, that's taken away from his breathing. His oxygen as he going down, and he saved 4 people. So that what was running through my head. no, this kid is the shit. So now it explains he wasn't out there by himself, and now it explains why these young ladies ended up in the water. They were out there coming from an after party. This was their little after party spot under the bridge of the Mississippi River, where they all go, a boat lounge, where you lounge your boats at, where you go dock your boats at to go fishing. That's where they were at, basically. They were under there chilling at the after party. And so he said it was getting late, which means it was 2 or 3 in the morning, almost 3 o'clock. He said we was leaving because he used the word we as in multiple. So now that made sense. Okay, he wasn't actually out there by himself on that bridge. So it all makes sense now. So he was leaving, and as the people who were leaving ahead of him, he said he noticed that car wasn't going the direction it was supposed to be going. It was going the opposite, which was downhill, which was down the boat ramp.
Straight into the water.
Straight into the water, man.
But let me point out something, yo, Cap. I know you said we. That means he was with multiple people, but he, singular, was the only one. There you go.
And we need, I'm sure it's going to tell us where the police came about, because that means the police must have been out there, or he was the one that came to run them away from there saying it's getting late. Y'all get up out of here. Let's go. This is interesting, man. Great story, though. Interesting.
Let's roll.
And so I got out of my car. And so when I started running over there, I started hearing people yelling help. So then that's when I like sped up my running. I heard people saying help. And I got over there and I ran and I seen them in the water. They're all out of, in the water. I see the cars underwater, and I just see them screaming help. And when I first seen them, I was like in shock. I was like, no way, this is really happening. But then I had to snap out of it quick. And so I just took my shoes off and I took my shirt off and I threw my phone out of my pocket and I just jumped in the water.
Oh,
Hey, he didn't forget to throw that phone away. he didn't forget to throw that phone away.
Hey, look, this is the crazy part about this heroic moment, right? You would average individuals, you jump in the water instantly. You don't even take off your boots, your shirt, none of that shit. You dive immediately because you ain't thinking to save none of that material shit, none of that wallet money, none of that, because you on your heroic moment, especially when you're an officer or you're a fireman or you're a Coast Guard. You're already trained to do this, so you go. Your momentum is you going in instantly. Yeah. Okay, little man took the time out to think for a second. Oh shit, my boots. Maybe he figured my boots may weigh me down from swimming. Okay, good idea for him. Good move, because you're right. If you don't know how to swim and you're not a trained lifeguard or you haven't trained, in that facility of swimming, then your boots can weigh you down. Because the water, once they get inside of the boots and soak in the boot, it's going to be weights like on your ankles. Feel me? So that's the true factor. So he took his boots off. Then he took his shirt off. I don't know why he took his shirt off, diving in that dirty ass water. I'd have kept my shirt on and everything else. But anywho, so he took his shirt off and he said, damn, my phone. Took a cell phone off. But here's the crazy part about the world we live in. He got help. He got others standing around that can help him. How else did TV channel, whatever channel this is, get that damn footage right there with that little boy in the water saving them people? Somebody was standing around with the cell phones out, filming it. Ain't that some shit?
Oh, shit.
Probably screaming and hollering, hooping and hollering. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's roll, man, because this is interesting. As soon as I seen that up, I say, the rest of them people was filming it. The rest of the teams was filming the shit. That's how they got captured footage of it.
Doing what they do best, filming.
First I got the girl that was closest to me, and I grabbed her and I had to swim her back to the shore. I gave her to somebody that was at shore, and then it was still 2 girls that was also in the water. So then I had to swim from shore and go back out into the water. There was about 20 feet out there. I had to go back into the water and go get the other girls. They were still, and one of them was in the water panicking a lot, but some of the car was still above the water, like the front windshield and like kind of the top of the roof. So I had to go back out there in the water, and the girl that was panicking, I had to get her, and I'm swimming her. I'm like, oh, come on, let's go get back to the car. Just calm down, catch your breath. And the other girl, she didn't know how to swim, but she knows how to like keep her head above water and tread water so she won't go under. So I'm telling them, like, come on, let's get on top of the car. Just calm down. She's still panicking. And that's when the Officer Mercer arrived. And when he arrived, he swam out there to us. We were still sitting on top of the car. He swam out there to us. And he was telling her, the girl right there, he was telling her, like, I got you. We're going to be okay. We're going to make it back. I got you. And she got on his back. And when he tried to swim from her panicking, she also started taking him under. And so he was going under, trying to come back up. He was swallowing a lot of water. And so he...
Goddamn. That's the most dangerous part of being a lifeguard, especially with a drowning victim, bro.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna let you go. Then I'll speak after you because
okay.
I may say the same thing you finna say, but go ahead.
It's because that's the most dangerous part because them panicking, them being afraid, can also cause you to drown. Also,
that's right. However, the officer,
when
he took his swimming course, if he took a swimming course, or if he grew up swimming. He made a foremost mistake, though.
What's that?
His mistake of saving her was never, ever, ever, as a lifeguard, did you go into the water, and the first thing you do when you swim up to this person who's drowning, and it's even worse when you swim into a person who's drowning and frantic, frantic. That means they just swallow water already 9 times out of 10. Water is in their lungs already, evaporated in their lungs. So that's a no-no against them because they swallowing water already. They swallowing and spitting at the same time instead of trying to maintain their brain, because this is what's going to keep you alive and hold you at bay right here, your brain, to be able to allow you to breathe in oxygen and to go to a calm stage. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you know this shit, Money Hunter BJ? Because I was a certified lifeguard when I was growing up. What? Nigga, yeah, I swam my ass off coming up out them projects. Nigga, we used to have to fight against the Carver Parks just to go swimming at their swimming pool, or either fight against the Gray Streets to go swimming at Will Rogers Park. And I love swimming, nigga. I'm a fish. I love the water. Me and my siblings. My daddy, I keep telling you, he was a cold veteran. So all these things were instilled in us as a kid, as survival tactics. So I had to learn how to swim. So once I had to learn from home, I got interested in it. I want to race. I want to do swim meets. I want to race. I want to compete in it. So I became a competitor in swimming. So I did freestyling, backstroke, butterfly. You feel me? I already was a gymnastic, so it was easy for me to tumble off the board. So I know how to dive, the whole 9. I snorkel. I scuba dive. So, bro, I had a real life childhood experience growing up in them projects when we used to leave on our family field trips and our moms and our parents would take us off. We would do different shit that project kids would never experience, but I was still getting that experience from being with my family. So the first thing this officer was supposed not to do, and I'm just curious, did he still have on his belt? All these things played a part because that's weight on him. His boots, because he didn't take his boots and shit off, he couldn't. He got to act on impulse. This is how you train. So when he dived in that water up, the first mistake he made, trying to save her life, and she was in full frantic and panic like that, and she kicking the water, oh, I don't want to die, and swallowing water. Bro, in order to calm her down, first and foremost, when he swam to her, he was supposed to spin her. He was supposed to immediately get a hold of her and spin her. Bam. And what I mean by spin, you're backpedaling like this now. You're floating, and you got her backwards where you holding her up now. You're in control. Her hands ain't supposed to be touching you. She was never supposed to climb on that officer back. Now, if this is some new lifeguard saver tactics that they came up with over the years, I don't know. But, you know, as from the certificate that I received and me working in pools when I was growing up as a junior lifeguard, bro, they never trained us that number A1, you never let no one that you're trying to save in the water jump on your back because they're going to take you under with them, man. And that's what happened. That's why that officer and her went under a few times. And that means when he went under, he was losing oxygen and he was losing breath because he's trying to keep her calm. And her only calmness now is she going to hold on to him thinking he going to keep them afloat because she ain't realizing you're killing the both of us now, young lady, because you're panicking. But if you was just stay calm, I could have just spent you on your back, told you to backpedal. Now you on top of the water, you floating. And all I'm doing is backpedaling, and I'm treading now with my arm like this, kind of sideways, and I'm taking you back to safety. That's how you supposed to swim and save her, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, real talk.
Big facts,
real gangster shit, man. You know, just a real G-ster coming up out the Nixon garden, knowing what he talking about. Let's roll, B-roll, man.
He was telling her, like, I can't keep going. I can't. He was swallowing a lot of water. He couldn't breathe. You know, he had on his gear. He couldn't breathe. So that's when I had to jump off top of the car. And
pause one more time, huh?
Yeah, I heard him. He say he had on his gear.
Everything I said, right? He said he couldn't breathe. She killing both of them now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was behind them, trying to keep them both above water and like push them forward towards shore at the same time. The officer and the girl, I was trying to do it with both of them. And so I'm knowing that the girl can't swim and she was panicking. So I started mainly focusing on the girl. So I started focusing on the girl, trying to help her get to shore like faster because I know she can't swim. And so I got close to the shore. I felt myself I could walk. Like when I felt my feet touching the ground, that's when I like just gave her to somebody for it. I was like, here, get her. And behind, I turn around and I see the officer. He's drowning. He's like going underwater. He's like gasping for air. He's trying to stay above the water. He starts struggling to stay above the water. So that's when I had to leave again. And then I had to go and grab the officer and bring him back to the shore. And when he got there, he couldn't breathe. He was laying on the ground. He was throwing up. Like the officer was really about to drown. And
Corian,
that was all. They made it back.
Corian, I'm glad you ate your Wheaties that morning, and you have some good parents that raised you, doing the right thing there, and teaching you how to swim as well, knowing how to rescue these people, and doing the right thing and jumping in the water at the right time to get them out. We are blessed to have you in this world, and those girls are blessed that you were there at the right place at the right time. Thank you for taking us through.
Right place, right time. Hey, one more bar for Corian, the hero, man, heroic hero down there at MISSIPPI, man. Ooh, yeah.
Hold on. That wasn't big. That wasn't big enough for Corian, man. That wasn't big enough. That wasn't big enough.
One more time, MISSIPPI, man. Ooh, yeah. Man, to the hero, young Corey, man. Hey, man. Hey, we wish we could have grabbed and nabbed this story when it first happened, Corey, but it's all good, man. Timing is everything, man. R.O.E is in the building, man. R.O.E 2023 live, man. Split D TV, man. In conjunction, sponsored through HTX, man. Current News, man. Watch Satellite News, man. Where we bring it to you globally, baby. We in your front room, man. We in your cell phone, man. Wherever you go, we right where you at. I don't give a damn where you at, man. Wherever you go, we right where you at, man. All you got to do is cut your phone on, man, and tap into us, man. Push that like, share, subscribe button. And then you know my motto. If you don't decide you don't want to push a like, you don't even want to share it, just push the subscribe button and you shall be notified, man. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. So look, man, we about to jump on these jets, man. Where we headed next, huh?
Hey, man, we heading down to Detroit. Hey, homeboy.
Oh, well, hey, homeboy. Hey, if you gonna say the word, homeboy, get the word out right, homeboy. Hey, dude. I told you, dude. Hey. Come on, homeboy.
Homeboy. What
country
the
ass
fuck?
nigga on homeboy. Yeah, you even knew that was sounding eyeball your damn self. You try to slide it out. Yeah, we on that way. We on that way to Detroit, homeboy. I don't know. That one sounded kind of funny over there. Huh? Better straighten up, nigga. Take your Wheaties like the lady just said. She told Conrad, boy, she said you ate your Wheaties that morning. But the most important thing that she said for that message, TV Land, she said, obviously you were raised by some great parents in order to react like that and act on impulse and save those lives. You was raised by some good parenting. So, you know, all of us ain't all fucked up out here. All the kids ain't all jacked up, man. So when we come on here and we talk and we speak, we speaking because we speaking internal or trying to do just that. Save y'all, man. Show y'all there's other directions and other ways. And this young kid is a prime example. Now here they was out there chilling. Obviously they was out there drinking a little beer, drinking a drink, whatever they doing. But he was in his right sane of mind that he wanted to save not one, not two, not three, but 4 lives. 3 young teen girls and a grown-ass white Caucasian police at that. Hold on, man. Before we close out, I want to ask you this question, huh? And you can reverse the question and ask it back to me, huh? Because I was sitting here thinking, during the duration of his heroic moment, right? Would I have saved that man that I call oink oinks? Usually I call them pigs, but would have saved that officer? So that's my question, You to save these 3 girls, but you saved 2. You got 2 back to safety to shore. You swim back out here. This one girl who's frantic and panicking, she's drowning the shit out the white man. Now you got a choice. Save the white man or the girl, or save both. What's your choice?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Yeah, that's honesty. That's the name of our show. Uncut, raw, remedy for the people. Uncut by the people, for the people, by the people, man. Yeah, I want your honesty.
So the way I was raised, definitely would, man, because I don't think I can live. Hey, you just sit back, let me answer this shit. Hey, man, because even though the police they do what they do in our community, mistreat us, racial profiles, all kind of extra shit that they do. It was a human being in the water that needed help. And I probably couldn't live with myself if I would have turned my back and let that man drown and pass away.
Oh man, that is so heart fulfilling, man. That's so touching, for real. So Unc said, from the way he was raised, you feel me, even though it's an officer, he just couldn't let that man sit there and drown in the water, so he would have to save both. Well, my honest question, right? I don't know. Hopefully, the demonological part of my mind won't kick in from past tense, and I start thinking the negative and say fuck him and save the girl for sure. I'm gonna save the black young lady. I'm going to save her. That's my intention. Officer, I couldn't say based on how I was raised, I was saving, like Unc said, because I was raised with morals and principles and values too. But because of my vindictive ways against the system, because of my vengeance and the way I think towards the jurisdictional system, is just them, not us. It's not no justice. It's just them. It only becomes just us like a fucking moment like this. Now it's justice because we supposed to think as a citizen or a thug or a criminal to help save this motherfucker because he drowning now. He really couldn't swim. He was just doing a heroic move as a police officer trying to help because he was trained to do that. But obviously he wasn't no trained lifeguard swimmer because he wouldn't have put her ass on his back to kill his damn self. So he was killing himself. You feel me? Yeah. So on that note, man, it all depends on where my subconscious mind is at, man. If the wrong in me and the temperament in me kick in while I'm doing this. And 9 times out of 10, that probably surpass my thought of thinking that way because, again, I'm in the moment. My drilling is drilling, and I'm trying to save someone, and I see someone else dying too. So it doesn't matter the color barrier now. It don't matter. It's white, green, red, yellow, orange. I'm just here to try to help save both of these people now because I know what I'm doing. Or at least I think I know what I'm doing because I'm 16 and I'm just thinking on impulse. So, yeah, I probably would save both of them too at the end of the day, huh?
Woo! Drop, hey, y'all, drop a bomb for BJ. Saving
Oh,
both of them.
Yeah. Hey, I probably go to save him, get my medal too, man. Get me a medal of honor too, man. Fuck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. On that note, man, you've been struck by lightning bolt, man. R.O.E, man, 2023, man. We in the building, man. You already know what it is, man. We get it in. It's your favorite YouTube twins, man. We come with the best commentator, man, the best content, man, the best stories, man, because we give the stories light. We give those light that's down there in the darkness. We give those light who don't want to be talked about or spoke on, man. And this was a story that should have been shed at light a year ago. This is a story that's supposed to be so big that everybody knows about it. Everybody's supposed to know about this young kid down here in Mississippi who saved these 4 lives, man, in that dirty Mississippi River, man. On that note, man, we out here. The mighty W. Watts. We are taught to survive. Braka.